Okay, we'll do a quick recording and a rundown on how to record on the Model 12. First of all, I have my keyboards plugged into channels 3 and 4. I'm using two keyboards, and I've got the main one plugged into channel 3. Turn the gain up to a proper gain level to where when you're playing the keyboard, you've got just a nice green light flashing there and it's not clipping. And I have this set to live, the mode switch set to live. Your one knob compression, your EQ, outboard effects controls, onboard effects controls, your pan, and the record. Want your fader set to somewhere around infinity or 0. Press the sub out button. I have my monitors plugged into the sub outs, and that's so I can control the volume with my sub outs. I control the recording input with the master fader that's going to the SD card, so I can get proper metering here. If your monitor is plugged into the mains, to get the proper metering that you need here for recording, well, then your monitors will be too loud and you blow yourself out of the room. So I control the volume with the sub outs, and I control the input volume to the SD card with the main. Okay, I want to record on channel 3, so arm that. I'll come over here to menu, press menu, scroll up to song, press the scroll wheel to activate the song. Down here you're going to press new if you want to create a new song. So you would press new button, create a new song, and it'll give you an option. You create the new song and you can record it in, come on, focus in here. There we go. And then we want to name the song. And that brings you up here. You can use the scroll wheel then to scroll through whatever you want to name it. Press it. Scroll through to whatever you want to name it. Whatever. Then you would say, okay. Now I've already done that. And that's going to create your song. So I'm just going to exit out of here. And what I've done, I've created a song called Test. So I'm going to exit out, go home. Now I'm at a home screen. Now I'm ready to record. So all you have to do is just press come over here, press the record arm button. You're on the mode switches on live. Press the record button. And you see the timer starts recording. I'll come over and record a little test something. Okay, so we got a little test. We'll come over here and we'll stop that. Now it shows that we recorded for 23 seconds. We'll press it again. Takes us back to 0. Now we want to listen to that. I'm going to press the record button, turn that channel off, come up here. I'm going to move this over to MTR. Then I come over here and press play. Okay, it stopped. Stop it there. So, I can run back to 0. Now, if I want to do some mix down, as long as your arm buttons are turned off, you can just press the record button. And it'll play back, but it'll record everything you did, and you can make all your EQ changes. it'll record all the changes that you made. Home it again by pressing the back button to 0 again. And then you just press play, and it'll play back all those changes that you made. The fader moves, the EQ moves, volume moves. Okay, we'll press the stop button, bring it back to 0. Now, if you're happy with that recording, all you have to do then is press the menu button. You're going to scroll down here to Stereo Mix Export and press the scroll knob. It's going to say, are you sure you want to export the main file into a WAV file? You're going to press yes. And it's going to say, well, in this case it says file exists, overwrite it. And I'm going to say yes, because I've done this a couple of times. So I'm going to overwrite that. Okay, now I want to listen to that stereo wave file that I just exported. Now if you recorded on more than one channel at a time, and you've gone back, turned all the record buttons off, pressed the record button, master record, gone through and made all your EQ adjustments, effects changes, slider moves and everything. Now you've got everything recorded the way you want it. And you run the stereo mix export. Now once that's done, now you just sent a stereo mix to the SD card up here. And if you want to listen to it, you just move the scroll wheel to where it says SD play and press the scroll wheel to select it. And your stereo mixes are going to play back through channels 9 and 10. So you turn 9 and 10 level up a little bit. You can turn all the other faders off because they'll have no effect. Now you're just playing back your master file. So I'll come down here to test. Press the scroll wheel to select it. I'll exit. Test, and it says, now what we want to do, we want to play it. Okay, and stop. And that's the gist of it anyway, of how to record here. Do a master mix down, export to the WAV file or export to stereo mix, and then listen back to it. Go to SD play if you want to listen back to it. Press the scroll button, select it, and you can listen to whatever song you have recorded on here. If I want to listen to this, I just press play. This is a song that I wrote, one of my latest recordings. Now that's a mastered song. You notice all the faders are down, they have no effect, and you're just listening back on channels 9 and 10 with the mode switch to MTR. And that's how you make a basic recording on the Model 12. Hope that helps.